Okay, let me start over. That was playoff basketball. Did we get the outcome we wanted? No. We seen an Anthony Edwards masterclass. I mean, I seen LeBron James jump up, straight vertical, get a block like he was 28 years old. He had the steal as well, I think, on Nas Reed off of the right-hand baseline. I mean, Rui played better. Gabe Vincent was probably unplayable today. Luka had a masterclass of a game. I mean, he missed a couple tough layups, I will say, but I think he played well. Austin Reeves disappointed me, man. Like Austin Reeves is somebody like I've literally stuck my neck out for, bro. I feel like Austin Reeves just like slapped me in the face. Like if that makes sense. Like that's how I'm feeling right now. I feel like me and Austin Reeves, like in this scenario, we've been chilling, we've been boys, and then he slapped me in my face and took my wallet and took $500 out of my wallet. That's what it feels like right now. That's what I'm feeling. That's the pain I'm feeling right now. I don't know, man. I was a big I've always spoke highly of Reeves, but this playoff series he's been awful. Like I can't defend it. He couldn't be played in the first half because he got in foul trouble, and he wasn't. It's not even that he wasn't even making shots in the first half. He wasn't taking them. Like he had like 4 or 5 possessions wide open, and he makes a swing. The biggest thing that we always talked about with this 3-headed monster of Luka, LeBron, and AD is once all 3 of these guys are getting going, it's hard to stop. Like the offensive ceiling is so high, but when the third piece of that offensive ceiling isn't making himself a threat on the floor, it shrinks everything for LeBron James. It shrinks everything for Luka Doncic. You seen the game-winning play. Game-winning play. Reeves was wide open. Nobody cared about Reeves being wide open. And that's supposed to be our advantage. That's supposed to be the advantage. When you put your third best player on Austin Reeves, it's supposed to yield a bucket. That's why he's there. That's the only reason why you keep Reeves in these situations. He has to hit that shot. Has to. And even before that, he's missing open shots. Like, I just seen you go over there and hit a tough 3 on the right wing, like in the corner. Like, I just seen you hit that shot. But we switch over to the other side, a chance to make us up, I think at the time, maybe by 5 or maybe just by 3 in general, like keep it going. He misses. And then we give it to him again. He misses. And then for a chance to go to overtime and potentially tie the series at 2-2, he missed it wide open. Wide open, bro. I'm not talking contested. Wide open practice shots is what we're missing. Like, I watched DFS hit the biggest shot of the night. Right wing, catch and shoot, DFS, money. I seen Rui hit a tough shot. Rui hit a clutch 3 for us. So, like, it sucks, man. It hurts. Like, being a fan tonight, it hurts, man. Because I already know, open up Twitter, the whole timeline is toxic. I already know. Like, we got fans from every part of the world talking crazy in the chat. Like, I didn't see most of these people in here, to be respect. Just to keep it real. But yeah, like, we're down 3-1. Now look. Let me know. Nah. I just said this, man. We're down 3-1. Next game's a home game. Got to go back to Timberwolves and still won. And game 7 will be at home. First to 4 wins. Look, some people will say I'm toxic for being so positive, whatever. I'll say this. Until it's over, then it's not over. Going home, if we can't win at home, then it's obviously either way it's over. So we got to win at home next game. Hopefully, potentially win on the road. And then after that, it's just a home game. One step at a time. It sucks. We backed ourselves in the corner. But at this point, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just lost for words, Allan. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I said the atmosphere and mood is not great, but at the end of the day, there's no other person I would want on this team to come back from 3-1. Is LeBron King James. Yeah. He is the guy who showed up tonight, along with, of course, Luka Doncic. He had 38, but Like LeBron James in this series has been the guy, and I feel like if there's any person, like I said, who can come back from 3-1, it'd be LeBron James in this case. Like I said, if he has to
Yeah.
carry this team, like I said, was he paid 46 minutes? Now he may pay a reduce and may feel fatigue, but ultimately his play will be the leading reason of why the Lakers do come back. And like I said,
Yeah.
Luka Doncic did his thing. Like I said, 38. I said Rui Hachimura played some big time minutes, hit some shots. He scored 23, was efficient, 5 for 10 from the 3-point line. But like you said, Austin Reeves, and he's not like I say the reason why we're down 3-1, but he's part of the reason why his downfall is not looking good in this series, and it's just we expect better, but at the end of the day, like Austin Reeves has some inconsistency issues, and just this game was a telling point of Austin Reeves, and just how can he to step up even more, because he has to score 30 plus next game. Like he has to be an elite scorer, and he can be an all right defender. We know he isn't the best defender. He's sometimes guarding Jay McDaniels, guarding sometimes on switches, on Gobert, on Randall, but he has to play all right defense. But his offense will be the focal point, and it's
Yeah.
just this was deflating. But I still believe in this team. It's going to be a struggle, but it's a struggle worth he's hoping, or he's having copium about, just because, like I said, this is our team, and they just have to step up overall. It's just like
Yeah.
we can't give up hope until the final buzzer rings and these announcers, whoever it is, going to be in the next couple of days, say the Wolves win the series. The Wolves have not won the series yet until it says 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, or even our case 4-3 as well. So the series is not over.
Yeah, I think you made a lot of good points. Like, yeah, I can go out here. Look, the thing I want people to understand is we just sat here and listed all the bad that's happened, right? We talked about all how players are playing bad. I think Gabe Vincent didn't have a great game. Goodwin played good defense, but offensively, I mean, I know we don't expect him a lot from offense, but he had some good looks he didn't knock down. Reeves, to me, has been horrible compared to what he's produced in the regular season for us. All those things are true. But with that truth, I also got to just sprinkle in a little bit of hope. Like, I agree. Like, it's not over until it's over. Like, we've seen crazy things happen. Now, is it likely? Maybe not. Is it a harder challenge? Yes. Are we capable of it as a team? Ask me after next game if we win. I don't know. But I'm kind of with Allan. Like, it's not over. I'm not giving up 100% hope until they knock us out the playoffs. And just to add on to that, bro, like, I know this is the worst this core is going to look. After this offseason, things are going to get better. We're going to have a legit – we're playing with – and that's the thing, too. We're playing – not to make any excuses. The season's not over. I don't want to make that type of conversation. But – like, there's so many limitations with this roster. It's insane. Like, things that you can easily fix in the offseason. But what we have right now, shout out to King Junkie in the chat. You blow them up at home, but 6, you got to be just like, yeah, I agree. Like, it's at this point, it's one game. Like, literally one game. Win or go home. I like our odds at home. On the road, it's going to be a tough one in Minnesota. And then right back at Crypto Arena. Like, it's 3 games. It's 3. Gotta go get 3. So, yeah, I think it's tough. It obviously hurts. I know a lot of people. I know Spaces is probably going crazy. I probably want open Spaces today. Respectfully, I don't have enough energy for it. But, yeah, shout out to German check. Again, like, Bron and 7. Yeah. I'm going to ride with the Lakers, man. Win, lose, draw. Shout out to Durham. Delusion or not. It's now went from Lakers in 5 to Lakers in 7. So let's do it. I think next series, if we can make it that far, I know we're obviously nobody wants to hear that, but I definitely think it'll be a lot easier than what we faced with the Timberwolves. Like, they're such a great team. I think Jake mentioned that as well. Like, people are going to talk about this. Like, regardless of what's happening, bro, we got to put respect on the Timberwolves, man. Anthony Edwards is a legit professional. He's a legit top player in the league, and he's proven it, bro. I watched Anthony Edwards single-handedly cut down our 18-0 run, like, easily. I think he made like 2 or 3 threes in a row, like, straight up, one-on-one, I'm going to get a bucket, top of the key, you can't guard me, bangers, back to back to back. And then like out of nowhere, it's like, okay, Nas Reed wasn't really that effective consistently for that game. What does he do? He has two of the biggest shots I've seen. Like not just in this game, just playoffs this year in general. Huge momentum shifting shots. Like huge shots. And they do a great job as a team, man. Like I don't know, bro. I think they're a great team. I think that we can be a great team when we're consistent, but time will tell, man. Time will tell. It hurts a lot right now. It's hard to just spew out a whole bunch of positivity when you're down in a series. Like one game, you're home. We don't have any more cushion. Like the cushion's gone. So it sucks, man. It definitely sucks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of sad. Obviously, it's not over yet, but man, this is interesting.
Yeah. Also, I'll mention as well, I believe we have around, was it 14 visitors right here? Yeah, 14, 15, excuse me, visitors. If you appreciate what you're listening or also like, want to watch the Lakers with us, playoff LAL, feel free to join this room. As I said, it's a main experience. Of course, we provide some of these post games normally on Sunday, but of course, depending on experience and of course the game, we'll win or lose. It's just a fun overall atmosphere. So join us, subscribe. It's only $5. You get automatic VIP. You get to watch the games with us, and you get to watch games like this. Like I said, as Earl mentioned earlier on this podcast, this was a playoff game, and people need to realize as well. Like this is a first-year Lakers team. Like we acquired Luka Doncic in mid-season in the NBA trade line. So, and we even recognize and a couple of our panelists who were on the during this live stream, I think it was Chris mentioned or it was someone else. Sorry, I forget who was it, but it was like we know that JJ Redick is not the best. I'm not gonna say clutch coach, but he's not the best game planner when it comes to those final seconds, final minutes, and that the Lakers need a significant lead for these, like say, playoff games or even clutch games where they need to win the game. So like I said, it's still the first season. I think JJ Redick can take this as a lesson still, but ultimately he still has to evolve. Shout out, like you saying, JJ Redick is Doc Rivers. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. He is coaching like Doc Rivers out there with some of these companies timeouts / game plans. But yeah, it's just like this is not an excuse, but also like a reasoning of why JJ Redick is still struggling in these final seconds. Like we have these issues going on, and just the Lakers are not prepared, say, correctly in these final seconds. So, yeah, those are my thoughts around that.
Yeah.
At least for your,
yeah. No, you can go ahead. Yeah, I'll just say this, bro. Anybody who texts my phone any craziness, bro, you're getting blocked for a month. That's a warning shot. Anybody, any craziness, Lakers, whatever, all that, block for a month instantly. I don't care. I'm off of it. But other than that, yeah, I'm running out of words. Like that end of the game, I literally just sat there. Like, I don't know. Literally, I don't want to be negative, but I felt what was cooking up, bro. Like at points I was just sitting back in my chair, just leaning back because I knew. Like I don't know, bro. It hurts, bro. Like it's just like small decisions that suck. Like little details, bro. No way, man.
I think one thing I throw out there, just for like conversation's sake, do you feel like this is sort of, I'm not gonna say overlap, but like the same thing is it similar or at least near that Denver series from last year? I kind of feel like it's sort of same, but I feel like it's different in that this Lakers team is still competitive and still has an edge about them. I feel like during that Denver series when we got swept, of course we had the lead, but they mentally just gave up. I feel like so. I feel like this team is not mentally giving up. They just are making the small mistakes, and it's just costing them.
Yeah, for me personally, I feel like it's very different in the fact that, like, shout out to Hawks Motion in the chat or Daniel. We went into this playoffs knowing we're not a complete team. We see all the gaps in our roster. We see lack of shooting, lack of scoring off the bench, lack of creation, lack of rebounding, lack of defending, lack of rim protection. Like we've seen all these things, like not to bring up excuses, but that's the difference. Like when we're in those LeBron James 80 errors, like we expected to win. Like we lost all those series because like we had games where Anthony Davis maybe disappeared. Maybe not last playoffs, but year before that, like we had moments where AD would have like 25, then AD would have like 10, 12. Like I think that was really different compared to this team. Like we're playing a younger team, we're playing a more athletic team. They have wings who can switch on to anybody. Even though we do a good job for the most part getting to our spots, I agree with that. I think just going into this series is a lot different because the future is bright for us. I think that's the difference between the AD Nuggets future and stuff like that to now. Like now, it's okay. AD was the future. Like we know Braun is out within the 1 or 2 years. Like that's just a fact. Now we have Luka. So regardless of what happens, Luka Doncic is our future. This is not the end of this type of series. This is really the beginning of this type of new playoff style rivalry with Anthony Edwards. Like this won't be the first. I mean, this is probably the first one, right? But it won't be the last one. We're talking about like 6, 7 years down the line where this could be a potential matchup between these two playing head to head. So for me, it's early on, man. Like I'm not. Obviously, this hurts, and obviously we're still in the playoffs. It's a little bit hard to get back into it, but we're far from over. Like this is the first gen. Like I wouldn't even say Gen 1. This is like Gen 0 of the Luka Doncic era. Like we traded for him. I think at that point it's just like this roster wasn't built for him. This roster that we have right now was built to fit around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And I think what happened today, what's happened in this round, it's apparent. Like Luka needs athletic guys he can throw lobs to. We literally erased half of his game. Maybe like 65% of Luka's game we erased. He can't be a playmaker to throw to a guy who can go and catch lobs every other play. He can't throw it to a center off a pick and roll action and just get an easy look. Who's someone he can trust to give the ball to on the ground or in the air to finish. Like we don't have that. He doesn't have like an athletic wing. Well, shout out to LeBron, I know, but he's not like 25 anymore. Like he doesn't have a guy like a PJ Tucker, where or not PJ Tucker, PJ Washington, where he can give him the ball and maybe he can finish or get a shot. Maybe you can say Rui, but that hasn't been consistent like at all in the playoffs. He had a good game today, but what about the games before that? So I think there's a lot of different gaps on this roster that will be fixed in the offseason. So definitely for me, it's a whole different situation between the Nuggets and now. Like after this, even if we do lose, like will I be sad for a week, a couple days? Of course. But then I wake up after that and realize, okay, we're just now starting the Luka era. Like this is year one. Next year is year one. So that would be my answer, bro. I think the future is bright. Regardless of what happens on Tuesday, we'll see what happens, man. But until we get eliminated, it's still Lakers in 7. I'm locked in, and we're gonna see what happens the next couple of days. Like, I do feel bad for Braun though. Like, Braun played the whole game. I can basically say the whole game. Not so much for Luka because he's gonna have his years to continue to compete at a high level. Like he's gonna be doing this for a while. But like LeBron goes out there and gives you everything, bro. Defense, offense. He's been our best defender the whole series. And all it comes down to is Austin Reeves not making shots. Maybe even DFS missing a couple as well, and Rui not being consistent throughout the series. Like that's what this round comes down to. Like it's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, like I said, if any more visitors are here, like I said, feel free to join the room. Join the room right now. If you have any questions, feel free to drop it below. We're about ending in a bit. Like I said, for his podcast, like I said, normally we do like almost an hour to like 45 minutes, but like I said, it's a short discussion all about the Lakers. And like I said, we'll definitely talk about offseason. Shout out to Miami's OG. If you haven't followed Playoff MIA / like Playoff Miami, he's hosting rooms. If you haven't checked it out, I feel free to do so. Recommend to join his room. Awesome host. Any VIPs? I don't think we will be streaming the games for the rest of the night. I don't think so, Earl. I don't know.
Shut down for the night. Sorry, culture. We probably won't be live for the rest of these games, just being completely honest. But I would stop by the Grizzlies room. I think they're still streaming. They'll probably stream some more this evening. But after that, Thank you, playoff LAL fans, for tonight. I'll say.
Yeah, and like I said, last thing he said, if so, then y'all should pick a center, provide rebounding and inside scoring. Like I said, they'll definitely go into off season when the Lakers are in the off season. But yeah, I think definitely a center will be our least option or look at. Like I said, there's reports of Claxton. We'll be we'll be definitely look at the second round. Some big men. That's something I like to do a lot. Look into the draft, looking for some hidden gems. I was one of the people on this. Our podcast was on Relevant before slash pro sports fan. I was one of the guys who very much advocated for Andrew Nemhard, and he was picked. Well, I believe like 2 picks before the Lakers when they chose Max Christie. So, like I said, I love finding those hidden gems. I love finding those guys. Right now, I believe we're like 56 or 57 in draft, but like I said, there's always a hidden gem somewhere. It doesn't matter if you're in the Brian James near the last picks or your Dalton Connect at number, was it like 14 or 13? So, like I said, we'll definitely talk about that in the future. And big man will be our ideal, his preferred option, especially with looking how this series went versus the Timberwolves, which were very much getting out rebound. That's definitely one of the issues you can say that the Lakers are lacking. That they were giving up second chance points, and Anthony Edwards is getting the ball and shooting threes and just making them. So, like I said, it's a whole discussion, but like I said, we're gonna end it here. Thank you to Earl. Thank you to everyone who joined the Quest for 18 podcast. Like I said, short discussion, but almost a reflection. Again, I'm gonna say it's Lakers therapy. That's so copyrighted for another space out there. But I mean, yeah, just we provide the Lakers discussion. We provide some Lakers therapy, and we just try to just talk about it. So, like I said, thank you all for joining. Use for your Earl, promote spaces, VIPs, etc. Before we do the pod.
Yeah. Right now, everybody is live on Spaces. Shout out to Klutch23 on Twitter. They should be live right now. VIPs and stuff like that. Obviously, we pass them out throughout the game. Best way to get VIPs for the rest of the playoffs, personally, is to be a subscriber. Subscribers get first access to our VIPs after our people on stage. So it's basically like us, subscribers, and anything left goes to obviously other people who are just in the chat and visiting, of course, for the first time. So that's kind of hierarchy there. Also, shout out to Novik, this official sponsor of Playoff Sports Network. If you would like to download the Novik app, you do have to be 21 years or older. They have the best odds on the planet. Make sure you download it and use code Playoff Sports Network or Playoff LAL, because we're in the LAL room, for a deposit match, 100% up to $25. So I'll say thank you guys so much, and I'll pass it off to Allan for the final close of Quest for 18 this week.
Yeah, I was posting at least the socials down there. Follow us on X at Quest 18 Pod. And like I said, we post our tier list. We post some stuff around there. Of course, our Earl has some stuff on his Twitter that I very much recommend following him. I post here and there if I'm interested or wanted to. I kind of post about UFC sometimes, and also Lakers/NBA. But I very much will be more active in the off season. Like I said, I like the off season more than sometimes the season, just because.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, it's a very chaotic but fun experience, you could say. TikTok, I do post some stuff out there from Lake stuff. Follow also Playoff LA on TikTok. We have some reactions, have some stuff around there. I post some few clips that were the good ones, not the our hard but I mean, yeah. But yeah, like I said, shout out to Miami OG, and as always is go Lakers. Join the room, join it now, join it. Just join it, man. Great experience. Get some notification. Playoff LAL, amazing room. Like I said, as always, go Lakers. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and peace out.
Peace out.